You know what?
You didn't let it.
I didn't even let the intro play. I just went live and cut the sucker off.
I was like, well, that was fast. So we've been live this whole time.
No, I just hit live and went straight through it. So I'm scrolling through comments now because I usually do that for a second before I go live. We just went straight to it. So you'll have to watch for the comments up there because I'm going back.
Hey, everybody. How is everybody on this cool Sunday evening? Hey, Grounds family.
Meg is trimming rose bushes.
So I get on here sometimes while we're waiting on the countdown, and we can see the YouTube comments. Anybody that's commented on YouTube before, and I kind of read everybody going back and forth while I'm waiting on you to get over here. Hey.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm just.
Were you headed somewhere with
I was
that?
gonna say I already knew Meg was trimming her bushes because I saw that earlier. End of story. That was it.
Oh well,
Nothing to it.
I thought that must have had a point somewhere,
No,
but I was still waiting on the point.
It did not, apparently, because that's all I had to that thought. That was.
There's some good news from Wanda that they heard from her dad.
Oh, good. Yes.
And there's another name I see pop up. Anna Christopher. Let me know if you're still here.
Well, I'm sure she's still here. We just.
I want to make sure. She needs to email you or check an email from you.
Yes, I emailed you from our website about your order, and I'm waiting on a reply.
Kevin said the boys were looking sharp at homecoming.
They sure were. That's why we did not have a video yesterday, because we have been overwhelmed with homecoming for Mackenzie School and homecoming for the boys' football team.
And I basically said to heck with it.
That's all we've done for the last couple of days. So
I don't care.
I'll
put it out on Tuesday from this weekend, and then we'll get caught up. But I am not fooling with it.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have a little more lengthy part of. All I showed was a couple of pictures from homecoming.
Well, I'm still not going to show them any plays.
No,
Ed,
it wouldn't matter to that. Lorraine said, "What is that? What is homecoming?"
Who? How do you explain homecoming?
Well, the way I explained it to Rhett is you play away games, and then it's like you've been away from home for a little while, and so your first game back is called homecoming.
Yeah, but that's totally incorrect. Oh. It just happened to work out that way.
Oh.
We had 2 away games and played at home, but you could play at home the week before homecoming.
Oh.
So it is a celebration for past people. You see a lot of
like church homecoming
reunions and things. Yeah. Groups sit together that graduated together and stuff like that, and it's a chance for all of them to come home. And then you play a special game. You have festivities and parades and all that good stuff.
Anna said she did not get an email. It might have been from Wix, W-I-X. I replied back to the order, which was through Wix.
Well, so, Anna, if you will, just email Zoe directly.
Yes. I don't want you to put your email on here, but
don't put it on here.
And I'll reply back with my question.
Rhonda said they haven't heard from him, but he's been found, and they said he's okay.
Okay, good. Well, that's all right, as long as he's good.
And I saw a lot.
You put our email in.
I saw a lot of people making posts about family members that they had finally heard from, that either got to other areas or that some contact reached out to let them know that they were okay, because nobody has service there. And one of the guys that we coach with is there with the power company, and he said they are in Augusta, and he said they did not see power for the last 50 miles they were traveling in.
Kevin said it's when all the alumni come back home to support the school and reminisce their days.
That's correct. It gives people a chance to
Well, and that's
come back, come
also
home. They have
doing that.
reunion time in the stands and
Right.
things like that, and
And then-
even youth programs will have a little homecoming.
Yes, and so during
Festivities.
that time, they also do your king and queen of homecoming for the year.
I did not know initially how the homecoming king and queen was being selected.
What is that?
I don't know. Quit messing with stuff, Rhett. I did not know that the mom's tied to that.
I didn't initially, had no clue.
But I can tell you that Rhett was just the runner up because some little boy sold like 115 moms.
He sold
Holy
110 moms.
cow.
And I looked at you and I said, "Oh my
Wow,
gosh."
which is a good thing.
That was, yeah.
Chance did get the king of his age group, and Rhett got runner up in his age group. So,
So they both got sashes and crowns and a football. And so it was neat. They enjoyed it, and they got noticed, and and then they both won their football games. So that's the main thing we wanted. The team we played was on Chance's team was also undefeated, and so we knocked them down a little bit.
So Rhett, his team by winning yesterday sealed their way into the playoffs. Chance's team being undefeated and beating the other undefeated team sealed the number one seed in playoffs. All that happened yesterday.
Tammy said, "Why is there about a 20-digit number after your Facebook page name?" I think that's Facebook auto-generated that.
Oh.
I have no idea.
No.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever paid any attention to it.
I'll have to go look.
Tanya said, "My friend's daughter's house had a 15-foot water surge."
I was trying to see somebody.
Hey, Catherine.
What time? Oh, Christy said, "I have dear young adult friends in Asheville, North Carolina. Please pray for their surroundings. Their folks finally heard from them today."
Hey, Sarah.
There's a lot of folks that they have been trapped on interstates there, and they're just hearing from, getting some of those rescued. So there's been some good news coming out of there.
Becky says they're 45 minutes west of Savannah. It's going to be till Thursday before they get power.
So there are thousands and thousands going into those areas, but y'all, it takes time. It's not as simple as flipping a switch to get that stuff back up and going.
No.
And you've got millions out of power. I've got a lot of friends that are there, a ton of people from the company I work for. I saw somebody said they had 9 Pike trucks from Alabama going through. Pike is one of the contractors that works for the company I work for. But we have hundreds of our guys there and thousands from all over the place that's there. So,
hey, Carol.
Anyway,
Jacob.
Just be patient, give them time. They will work their way in. What they will do is prioritize areas that provide emergency services, of course, and they will get power on in ways that they can get the most people at one time. But it's not as simple as putting up service lines. There are major structural stuff damaged, and they have to do that first. They can't hook the power to your house if there's no poles to get it to there. So be patient and realize that they are working their way in.
I know our interstates were completely packed. We're part of that main route headed out of the Florida beach, South Alabama beach areas, and our interstates have been just overwhelmed because of it.
Jacob said, "Had anybody heard from our Brown farmhouse to see if they were okay from the hurricane?"
And then Londa says they're okay.
I haven't talked to them, Nico, directly, but I do know that they're okay. that they did not have a whole lot. The storm kind of stayed west of them and kind of went around them and came up into the Panhandle. So we've got family on the west side of South Carolina near the Georgia border, and they won't have power until at least Tuesday night. They were really surprised. The guys that I've talked to that are there were surprised at the level. We knew, seeing from Facebook, that there was a lot of devastation from floodwaters, but they were seeing wind damage, and they were really surprised at how far north that made it. There's over 1 million out of power in South Carolina, and then when it gets to North Carolina, you just lost towns to flooding. And dams broke, and it's just a bunch of mess. Oh, so they are. Creasy said they won't have power for days.
Carolyn said they live in Knoxville, and the interstate into Asheville is gone, and so many missing and complete communities gone. My goodness. And they're saying that Browns have just posted.
Did they? Prayers for the Arms family. Emily has heart surgery tomorrow. I didn't see DJ say the date. Did she say the date on her video?
I haven't watched
Well, I watched it, but I do know that they are headed into surgery soon. I just didn't know the date. But 8/11, first yawn.
Been a long day.
Carolyn said thousands are missing. The good news is that they're finally getting to some of those.
Yeah.
Not to say that there's just a house gone and the people aren't there. There's some that they just haven't heard from.
Mm-hmm.
Not in DJ's video, in Daniel's video.
Yeah, we have not watched his.
We haven't gotten to his yet, but I did watch DJ's yesterday.
Yes.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah, when I told you about it, that somebody had messaged us about it. September 30th is what Daniel said.
Okay. Yeah,
My
Laura
goodness.
said he did on here.
Can y'all believe September will be over in 2 days already? And then we get into the spooky months.
And we get into me being gone.
I know. You're going to be working a lot.
Yeah, y'all might not see me on video for a few weeks.
Y'all know that
I'll be on the lives, but I won't be on videos for a few weeks.
I'm going to try to get our 2 out. Y'all just have to bear with me. Might be me plucking a bunch of weeds out of the protege for a couple of videos.
There ain't that many people watching them right now anyway. It don't matter.
We got to put it out for them to watch. Mary only got 1 inch of rain in Jacksonville from the hurricane.
Well, Mr. Jim got 6 inches of rain and high wind, but no big trees lost.
Kimberly's ready to put up her Christmas tree. Me too.
I normally would say that I know while I'm gone on the outage that the tree will be put up, but that's a whole lot easier to say this time since it lasts till December the 10th.
It will. I will have it up before you get done with all of your extra work.
Usually it's just in October, and at some point while I'm long hours, she throws the Christmas tree up. But
LaDonna said I could do some cooking videos.
You might as well.
It doesn't hurt. We got to cook.
You might as well.
I got to weed and I got to cook. We'll be all right. We'll make it.
The scary part is there's another storm brewing in the same place that Helene started.
Hay farm to table.
And hurricane season doesn't end until 11:30. That's correct.
Hey, Maggie.
You got all of November.
Donnie said they got 14 inches of rain.
14 inches of rain. That's the flooding has been nuts. Some of the flood videos and stuff like that I've seen has just been crazy.
Anita said she went into Walmart yesterday and they had all their Christmas stuff up. I was just talking about that a while ago.
I was talking to Zoe about that today. I went into Dollar General. Was it after the ball games? or was it after practice Thursday?
Yeah.
After practice Thursday, I go into Dollar General, and it's not even October, and they have the Halloween candy on clearance and the Christmas decorations across the aisle from them.
Yes, they have Halloween candy on
And
clearance, and it's not even October.
I asked the lady at the counter, I said, You already have Halloween candy on clearance. And she said, Yeah, we're trying to sell it all. I said, Lady, it's not October yet. You got another month. I said, Nobody's buying Halloween candy yet. It won't be any good by the time you have to hand it out.
That's why it's on clearance.
Good gracious. Are you selling it from last year?
Because they're going to let it sit there and then it won't be no good.
Yeah, but then all the good stuff going to be gone anyway. The stuff that got bought up is a month old.
People going to eat it.
I know.
Neil said it's better to be a little late than to be a little crazy.
I agree. As long as you're not combining the two cooking weeds, it's all good.
Some people probably do that.
Tammy didn't know how much rain they got. It's been raining since Thursday and not supposed to stop till Tuesday.
We haven't had any rain in the last few days.
Oh, Sue, I'm not repeating that comment.
What'd she say?
I said don't repeat it.
What's it say?
I'm not repeating
I
it.
can't see it.
Good. It rolled past your screen. You don't get to repeat it.
Would that be a peyote casserole? That's exactly right.
Going to Dyersburg, Tennessee, October the 10th. Scroll past me. For my 50-year high school graduating class, and then on the 12th, going to ride a float in the Davy Crockett Days in Rutherford, Tennessee.
Oh, that'd be fun.
October the 10th is my birthday.
It sure is.
I will be at work.
You sure will.
If I bought it now, I'd have to leave my porch light off. I leave my porch light off anyway. We typically take the boys to the little fall festival downtown that the city does and let them walk around there. It's either that or this one really big neighborhood that everybody on the planet goes to. So then you can't get in there. You have to park on the sides of the main road and walk into this neighborhood. It's ridiculous. There's just thousands of people in there. It's a whole lot easier to just take them to downtown.
It is.
And then come home and cut off the lights and ignore them. And just act like you're not.
It's not like it used to be. I grew up, in a mill village and just hundreds of houses and kids would just walk everywhere. And it's not like that anymore. That one neighborhood does.
Well, there's plenty of neighborhoods, but that neighborhood itself goes overboard.
They do. They don't go overboard. It's
they
just
have
right.
Parties at every house.
It's just right.
Or every other house.
And it's safe. It's a good one. It's a good thing. It's what I remember growing up.
Tammy said I won't remember.
Scroll up some.
Sometimes it's selective what I remember.
We all know.
What am I scrolling up to?
I was just seeing what we might have missed. A Christmas tree hadn't been taken down from last year, Meg. Well, I don't have enough room in my little living room to keep it up, or I probably would. I have a friend, though. She decorates her Christmas. She's got 3 or 4 in her house, and they get decorated for each holiday.
Kevin said they had the Halloween house in the neighborhood they moved from. I don't want to be the Halloween house. I want to be left alone.
You can sit on the porch and be grumpy, and people will think it's just a ruse.
Yeah, but
you could yell at people and pop a BB gun and stuff, and
that won't be a ruse either.
It won't be a ruse, but at least they'll think it was and get a good show out of it.
Our entire front yard is full of inflatables.
I'm jealous.
You have a bunch of Christmas inflatables, but...
Well, I decided I wasn't going to decorate real big because I don't want to be in this house. And every year after Christmas, At the beginning of the year, I say this is our last year in this house.
I
Maybe we
know.
won't be here for
I
Christmas.
say the same thing.
And here we are. It's coming up on Christmas, and I say I ain't going to decorate a bunch, but then I pull all my stuff out because it's my happy place. If I'm going to live here, I might as well enjoy it for Christmas time.
I know. But it just does not make sense to move to the farm in this economy we're stuck in right now. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that.
Yeah.
I'm not going
Tanya
to
buys candy she don't like, so she won't be tempted to eat it. Well, we're the opposite. We're going to buy the candy we like so we can eat some while we share.
The last time that we decided to actually stock up on Halloween candy, we bought stuff to hand out and stuff to keep.
We did.
We had bags of stuff that was not going in the bowl.
No. LaDonna said her brother used to hide under the carport, and grab the kids' legs. My daddy always had a big old giant like rat that he had on a fishing line, and he'd throw that thing out there where it lay across the concrete and you wouldn't see it and it'd be in the grass. And then mamas would come up and he'd reel that thing up under their feet and they would go to hollering, and that tickled him. He did it the whole night, Halloween night. Every kid coming through there, if he saw mama wasn't paying attention or she was just kind of hanging out, she was ready to go, he said, well, she just needed to laugh a little bit, and that just tickled him.
Brenda had a really good idea,
What?
But you would never be prepared for that.
What?
When her kids were at home, she'd send them out on Halloween and she'd wrap Christmas presents.
You would like that. You would make me go do Halloween and you would wrap presents.
Yeah, but
I never have my presents bought by then.
No.
Nick and I tend to wait till the week of Christmas to decide what we want.
No, ain't no Nick and I nothing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No. Zoe, you get on to me for having to hide crap in the closet because you fuss there's no room in the closet. Zoe waits till the last minute.
No.
I have stuff because I will go on Amazon because it's easy.
You won't take me to the store.
You want to go to the store, go shopping. I want to sit in the chair and do Amazon and be done with it.
You have to do
I
the
don't
whole
like people.
experience of going out and shopping at least
The
once.
whole experience involves people.
You take me one night
I
every
do.
year
I do.
and tell me to get whatever I'm getting done because you are not going back out.
That is correct. I do say that. She is not making that up.
We go and buy everything we need in that one night is all the in-person shopping I'm going to do.
I go all out for Christmas, whole outside and inside lit up and decorated, and I start decorating the day after Halloween. So I have more time to enjoy all the work I did. Wow.
Joni said it's not heart surgery for Emily. They're bringing her rib cage up away from her organs.
That's
They're not
right.
going to break any ribs, but put in a titanium rod.
Yes, she has a sunken chest.
Oh.
And it's hereditary. She got it from her daddy.
Hmm.
I think they said Houston has it too.
I wonder if it's a surgery you have if it's an issue or if it's a surgery that's going to be inevitable.
No, it's kind of the way DJ described it. It was kind of inevitable. It's more common in boys.
You're winning.
But you have to do it before like 20. They usually do it around 16. Christmas comes but once a year, but why does it have to last 4 months? I'm with you, Neil. Michelle said I'm the same way with Christmas, but I've started passing down some of my Christmas decorations to adult children.
Children.
I corrected it. Catherine never has a trick or treater out in the middle of nowhere. That's why I want to move to the farm so people will leave me alone. We had Christmas food in our stores at the end of August. It was crazy. The expiration dates were 7 weeks before Christmas.
Hey, Cassie.
See, a lot of people are agreeing. They hate shopping. Zoe wants to walk to stores and all the stores play. It's not like that anymore. She sees it on TV and she likes that version. I think it would be great if it was still that way, but it's not. The stores are not playing Christmas music. The stores at Christmas are already stocking up for Easter. They don't care.
They were that one time we were in there looking for wrapping paper and they were putting out
Yes,
Valentine's
candy. But I take Zoe and a town about 30 minutes away, Prattville, has the whole streets will be lit up and they have a little Christmas walk and all this good stuff. And we'll go do that. None of that involves shopping because there's no stores there. I mean, they have a couple of restaurants, a coffee shop, and a bunch of really overpriced boutiques.
Yeah.
So we don't go in any of those places. And then I will let her go do her shopping, but it's in shopping centers a couple miles up the road. But I only do it one time because I don't like people.
Well, people don't like you.
I know it. We're in agreement.
I've always said that I'm just Cindy Lou Who that's married to the Grinch. I would love to have a house that looked like Christmas threw up in it.
What?
I said, who, me? I said I would love to have a house that Christmas threw up in.
Oh, that Christmas threw up in.
You didn't say hey to Cassie. She's going to leave.
Hey, Cassie.
She's so
Sorry.
ludicrous.
What's ludicrous? Me or Zoe? There's a lot of people that's with me on this.
Lorraine's with me. She loves Christmas. She always got to decorate all the stores.
Zoe would love Silver Dollar City and Branson at Christmas
I would love
time.
to go to Branson, and I would like to go to Savannah, and I would like
Now,
to
we did do the mountains last year at Christmas.
as the Christmas for the kids.
And that was a lot of fun. I didn't mind that. And Zoe got to do her Christmas shops. You weren't shopping, but you got to walk in and out of a bunch of stores because we walked the streets of Gatlinburg, and you went in every store on the street, all 50 fudge shops.
But I didn't get any fudge because we said we were going to go back and get it, and we never did.
You couldn't decide which one you wanted to buy it from. You said, I want to go through all of them and then decide which one I want to go back to.
And we forgot to go back.
And didn't go back.
That's how it works.
It could have been all that moonshine you taste tested.
I did not. Had me wanting all that fudge.
Zoe taste tested about 60 different kinds of moonshine and forgot all about her fudge.
You were lying. Kimberly don't do people or crowds, but she likes shopping online.
Cassie said I'd already hurt her feelings.
Uh-huh. See?
I did not intend to, but I know I did not hurt Cassie's feelings. But
I really would have liked to do a trip for Christmas this year, but you'll be working. So.
Now, y'all, somebody is going to know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if I'm right or not, but somebody's got to correct me. I have read about Silver Dollar City and Branson, but I am almost positive, I am like 99% that I went to a Silver Dollar City as a kid that was in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge before it became so commercial. Like, I went up there as a kid and you didn't have...
Yeah. All the arcades.
It wasn't a resort area. It was, you went and hid in the mountains.
Right.
Somebody tell me if I have completely lost my mind or if Silver Dollar City used to be in that area. I'm going to scroll past. I've missed a bunch of comments. I'm sorry. The best thing about Christmas is that on the 26th of December, you know you won't have to worry about it for another year, or in our case, 8 months. I like Christmas. I just don't like all the shopping and people going nuts. Christy said, was that Rock City? Well, yes.
Used to be Silver Dollar
Deborah,
City.
thank you.
Your mama said y'all did close to Dollywood.
She said it was close to Dollywood, but Deborah said Dollywood used to be Silver Dollar City.
I forgot your mama was watching. She would have probably known.
And Kim said it was. She went there as a kid. Well, I had this plastic mug. It looked like a saloon mug, but it was plastic. And it had Silver Dollar City. And I used it until the writing wore off. And I was almost positive that that was in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge. Thank you for clearing that up because when I was looking and I saw Silver Dollar City and I was like, wow, that's still around. And then I saw that it was in Branson, Missouri, and I was like, I have not been to Branson, Missouri. So I was.
Loma has that mug too.
Loma, that mug has been long gone. Catherine just said, "Hate everyone that's speaking." She can't help it. The best thing about Christmas is the Eddie family Christmas Eve live.
You know, I bet that's fun to watch. We'll have to watch it.
We actually did a live the past 2 Christmas mornings.
Mm-hmm. We sure did.
Just to have,
had it running here in the living room.
In case people were by themselves, we just turned it on and went with it. And we had a lot of people join us.
Actually, yeah, we did. And we opened our gifts.
We did.
And let everybody, we didn't have it set up like this. We had it set up in the corner.
That's
where you
right.
could see the whole living room. And yep.
Charlotte said they went to Silver Dollar City too, and yes, it became Dollywood. So I feel a lot better about that. You know, where y'all saw the video from last Christmas, you actually turn at the Dollywood sign to get to that Airbnb we were in.
Yeah.
And instead of turning in their gate, you just keep going straight on that same road. Yeah. You go way back in the mountains.
Yeah.
And I got back there and found me a good spot to wear alpaca socks. Mary was there on Christmas morning.
Sarah, she got her shipment and it was awesome. I'm glad. I haven't had anybody reach out and say, this is great. I've had one.
Zoe had an email where somehow the post office got hers full of ants. Yeah. And that really upset Zoe because I don't know how you prevent that.
There's no way I can prevent ants in the travel procedures, so I'm not sure how to handle that.
Well, Mary, I hope that we're able to do it again.
Lorraine said she watched. Sarah, don't skip Christmas.
Neil said, I am on my own at Christmas, and the Eddie family have been a highlight for me for the last 2 years. Well, Neil, you have joined us since last Christmas, so I hope Christmas morning.
We got your Christmas Eve and your Christmas days covered.
Yeah, because we do
Mr.
have a lot of people that likes to join us, so we go. Huh?
Mr. Jim's got you some history.
There was a theme park called Gold Rush Junction, and it was named Silver Dollar City, and then it became Dollywood. I think I had heard about Gold Rush Junction, and there may have still been some signs up at that time.
Christy said it was Gold Rush when she was like 3.
Mr. Jim, when we went, there was a train thing that they did. You're on a train and you're just riding through, and a fight broke out on the train, and they start shooting at each other, and there's people riding up on horses beside it, and they're shooting, and I was scared to death. That's all I remember about it. I remember being scared to death because all these people just stood up that were riding on the train and started shooting each other. And then there were horses coming. Now, the horses I could deal with.
Yeah.
You would think that's a cowboy show, but there were some people on that train that stood up and started shooting one another. And I was a wreck. I couldn't have been more than 5 or 6 years old. I was like Rhett's size.
Rhett be like, okay, hand me a gun, y'all.
Rhett probably pulled one out of his backpack or something.
Anita made a good suggestion.
In Branson, Missouri, Dolly has the Dixie Stampede. They have the Dixie Stampede in Pigeon Forge, too.
Yep.
We almost went to it this year.
We did.
What are your favorite animals on the farm?
My favorite is my alpacas.
No doubt. My favorite is not there anymore. The pigs.
Yeah.
They're not there for right now, but that was my favorite animal to deal with. See, my memory is that bad at 51. Before there was a steam engine.
I hear a train.
Well,
I hear
maybe
a
there's a
train
train in town.
coming down the tracks. I don't even know if that's right, but that's
LaDonna's you need to be with us. You need to be with Eddie family on Christmas Eve, and you can be with us Christmas morning. How about that?
that's right.
Kimberly says she'll be sharing with us. Anita said her mom sent her cookies in vacuum sealed bags. Can you do that?
I was just saying that's not a bad idea.
Would vacuum sealing it squish them though?
Well, that's what I was wondering.
I'm afraid vacuum sealing would squish them because you don't want them to be hard. And if you
We would have to try.
if you made them where they wouldn't squish them, then they're going to be hard. For yours to be soft, I'm afraid vacuum sealing might press them down.
We would have to try.
Uh,
There's the Browns. We've been talking about y'all, hoping y'all are doing all right through that storm.
I missed them.
You're up. They're down.
Sorry.
Tanya likes the little goats. So I'm going to start putting Fancy on a leash for a few weeks. Because it's time for the schools to need some farm animals. And y'all know Fancy is fit for the job.
She is. She's perfect for it.
So I think Rhett's teacher said October the 11th is National Farmer Day. And so we're going to take Fancy to school to visit Farmer Rhett's class. And I think that his teacher is going to play the video where Jason at Cog Hill talks about farm animals, and Rhett was his guest and got to talk about the pigs.
He got Rhett to tell him about pigs.
So his little class is going to get to watch him on the YouTube.
On Cog Hill Kids, yep. Catherine said the food at Stampede is delicious. You know, I was really looking forward to that fried chicken I saw.
You know, there's a TikTok or two that shows you how to recreate some of them things.
Mary was questioning, was tater not my favorite? I like tater, y'all. I really do. Tater's just on my nerves.
Tater's like that pushy aunt that everybody has.
Christy said, hashtag bring back Henry.
Yeah. You can seal it without vacuuming it.
Well, you did seal it.
Oh, they were all sealed.
They're sealed.
They're in little sealed packs. But I like the vacuum sealing idea. That way ants can't get in it if it came down to the post office leaving them on the yard, in the yard or something.
Cecilia said that she was told by Cog Hill to come watch, and this is the third time watching, and she's thankful she did.
Well, good.
Well, Cecilia...
She's 3 times in. We ain't running her off.
Right, but 3 times ago was our last kind of silly one, I think. Because our last one was not silly.
You were on peyote 3 times ago.
Yeah, I know. And the time before that, it was you swallowing a yawn or something. Who knows what that was. But last time it was not silliness.
We can behave sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. It depends on what comes up. Yes, Deborah, the Eddies should be in their new house by Christmas.
That's so exciting.
If they can.
I am so jealous.
I know. But if I was going to build a house, I would want to build it for Brandon. I would want somebody to supply me with drinks and do half the work.
I'm telling you, that is the best thing, though, because
I look up, he'll be doing some of the work.
Yeah, he wanted, and I love that he wanted to put, every step of it he did. He laid a brick, he poured a concrete, he helped do one little piece of every bit of it. And I think that's so cool.
Christy said, will this end up like last year, Nick Sneakers smoking, running after a rogue animal? No, number one, I was in boots, and I was chasing after Littlefoot.
Oh, gosh.
But no, you don't have to worry.
I think I'm going to put her on a leash.
You don't have to worry about Fancy running off.
She ain't going to go
She ain't going nowhere. She's going to be spending all her time trying to get you to laugh. Oh, what?
Last time she taught us how to lick our eyeball.
She has done that. All about the pokes, Tanya, was the time before.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Is Tater still in trouble? Not right now. She's not yet.
Not today.
Dean said he likes taters with hamburger. I agree. Those were the good old days, Mr. Jim said. Ghost Town in the Sky in Maggie Valley was fun back in the day. Lots of gunfights in the streets and guys falling off buildings.
Oh, gosh.
I would
love it.
Can't wait to see that little cutie with the kids. That they are gonna eat
Oh,
her
fancy.
and
Yeah.
she is gonna truly enjoy all the attention.
Yeah. Last time we went for preschool, which that's coming up as well.
Yeah, but Littlefoot didn't care to be there. She's
Well,
she
and the
was run off.
the chicks kept making their way around, and we couldn't find them all. So there were so many hands in there. So I think just taking Fancy's gonna be the best option.
Yeah, not so many animals scattered out.
Yeah. Well, it's just gonna be me, and I don't want to.
Yeah, because
That's a lot to have
I'm
to
not
keep up
taking
with.
off for that.
Uh-uh.
Catherine says she's jealous too. She'd love a new house, but she watched Joanna Gaines today.
Mhm. They said Brandon's house has one crooked brick. That's that one brick he put in.
That's Dean said that. I'm not saying that. Did you ever measure Tater to figure out if she was a meanie?
No, we're gonna probably do that this week.
That's
We,
probably yeah.
We didn't. We've been so wrapped up in homecoming all weekend. We didn't get to do that.
No, we had all the storms,
Yes, and it rained and rained and rained.
and then by the time we freed that up, it hit homecoming festivities, and just have not done it.
Mhm.
It's feeding and watering and getting out.
I did get in the protege that one afternoon, and I did a lot because I wasn't filming. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I got in there and cleaned out some weeds and all, but we're gonna get back to doing that.
How did the eggs go that the school kids tried to hatch? Did they hatch? It was a while ago, and I can't remember. I know they hatched.
I think they had like 8 hatch.
I don't remember
It
a
was
number,
the
but
second grade class that did it.
that was just the one Zoe kind of gave them the setup for it.
Yeah, that's what she's
We
talking
weren't
about.
really involved with it, but
But I
Zoe
do
did
think-
take them a setup and a brooder and all that good
And I
stuff.
think they ended up having 8 to hatch.
Yeah. Christy's counting the numbers.
Londa said here in Florida we had 6 gun territory that was similar to Silver Dollar City but on a tighter budget.
Oh, I might can take y'all to Florida to watch a gunfight. We use Togo.
To go
Well,
to.
we used to go to Guntown Mountain in Kentucky. They have live gunfights in the streets.
Our boys would love that.
Absolutely. Bottle babies are good for school kids. They do well, and Littlefoot was not a bottle baby. She was just extremely tiny, and we knew everybody would love seeing her. But she just
She
ready
got
to
out of
escape.
there as soon as she could.
She decided she was leaving.
Is most of the flooding because broken dams or hurricane surge? Both.
I can't really answer that. The hurricane surge would have been right where it come on shore. They got a lot of heavy rain in a short amount of time, which caused a lot of dam failures. And the areas were not prepared for that kind of rain. I did see, and I've been fascinated by this, that a hospital in Tampa used this thing called an aqua wall or something
I
like
saw
that.
that.
And the more flood water it gets against it, the stronger it
I
gets.
saw that.
That fascinated me.
Yeah.
They got no water inside those barriers and just continued on with operations. And I
Yeah,
thought that was
That was
awesome.
yeah, and it was like so high all the way around it.
Have you seen Brooke's video today? Just noticed the name she says. You watched it.
I hadn't watched all of it.
You were watching it,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know what name she's talking about.
You have to tell me. I'll have to go finish watching it.
Somebody's slacking on the like button. I know it's not Cheryl because she hits it on the way in. What are you talking about, Gilda, on the video? Because I saw Zoe. I saw some of it while Zoe was watching it, but I was doing something else. But I do know she was watching it. Is she talking about the? Are you talking about the name of the bicycle? I did see that part.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. It's a pretty cool bike.
I saw that part and saw the name of it. Kimberly said, "I'm from Tampa. Have lived in Tennessee for 34 years and don't miss Florida and the hurricanes."
Oh, she's talking about because it's a Pucky.
Oh,
Pucky puppy. Yes, I did. Now it's coming to me.
No, I did see that.
That's a pretty cool bike, though. I like the color of it. Yeah, Nick drives past those donkeys every day and sees them out there.
Londa said that was her mom's dog's name.
Pucky. That's cute.
Yep, Pucky Puppy.
Tons of rain, rivers flooding, lakes overflowing their dams. There was a different storm that dumped tons of rain the week before the hurricane.
Yeah, their ground was already saturated. I saw what's Chuck's channel? Why am I drawing a blank?
Huh? Sheridan Park.
Sheridan Park. They were dealing with a lot of heavy rain before the storm got there, and he's in North Carolina.
Yes.
Why was I drawing a blank on the name
I don't know.
of that farm? Ah. Yeah, Gilda said it was at the beginning. She was talking about the bike. The heavy rains in the mountains is now causing flooding in the downstream areas. Yeah, of course. And many rivers in her area are at flood levels for the next few days. I don't doubt that. Chrissy said there were dams breached yet did not fail, but I did see some failures, and they had a lot of bridges and roadways washed out. That just a terrible situation all the way around. I'm glad we didn't have to deal with that, but that could come at any time.
Oh yeah.
If that had come straight up, we could have been dealing with that kind of stuff
Sonny
easily.
says, "How are the peach orchards here?" They seem to be fine.
Well, peach season's over now.
Right, but
yeah, they did great.
Yeah.
The peach orchards did great this year. Lorraine said, "Yeah, I saw Sheridan Park's video. Luckily, they didn't fare too bad. Creek was way up before the hurricane. Yeah, they were dealing with it before the hurricane ever got there." Lon was watching Storm Chasers that went to help. Debbie was talking about the difference in the spelling. I think Christy probably just had a typo there. Gotta love autocorrect. Cassie finally made it back. Well, time to sign off.
My dads are having mudslides that are wiping out huge sections of the road.
They did. And it's a lot.
Yeah.
There's Ursula.
Hey, Ursula.
I've not heard from Ursula in a while.
I know it. Well, Ursula is the only person other than Cassie that I've done a live with virtually.
I didn't know you had done a live with Ursula.
I did. I was cooking one day back when I first started doing them by myself, and I had Ursula on with me, and she's the only person I've ever done one with other than Cassie.
I don't know that I even knew about that. Cassie, no, I was not talking bad about you. I was just joking. I almost feel guilty that it shifted the way it did. We never even lost power, and originally they were saying it was headed straight for us. Loretta, where are you located? I don't know how the track changed. I know that we were watching it from work, of course, and they were showing it moving east, and I was like, I'm not going to feel guilty about it. I hope it moves east because I don't want it. But if it came straight, we were gonna get it straight up Alabama, Andersonville, Georgia. What?
Debbie. She said, no, we were talking about those not holding. The dam's not holding.
Yeah.
I will just say we were very fortunate that all we got was some rain.
Now,
And even in our heaviest rains, it was not near what many people faced. We did need the rain, and we were grateful to have it. I think the most we got out of it was some heavy winds.
I was trying to go back and read because Loma said night Cassie. Just because Zoe's yawning doesn't mean it's over.
It was, yeah.
But she said night Cassie, and I was like, well, Cassie already signed it off. And she wasn't. Yeah, Nick, and by the way, it's Zoe. It is.
Only when I'm fancy.
My first experience, hurricane experience, was Opal. I wanted to go back home to Illinois. I remember Opal.
I do too.
Were you even born then?
Yes.
Because I was pretty young. I was in the fire department.
I think I was like 16 or 17, wasn't I?
For Opal? I'm going to have to Google that because I don't think it was that late.
I thought it was like
You keep talking.
04, 05.
No. 04 was Ivan and 05 was Katrina.
Oh, yeah. Ivan.
Opal was 95.
I was
So
alive.
you were barely born.
I was alive.
You were like 8. Yeah, Tanya said 95.
Oh, well, I don't remember that, I don't think.
Zoe was like 8. Yeah, I was with the fire department
Cassie said, what's the age difference here?
10 years. You would think it's a lot more, but it's 10 years. Yeah.
That's our funniest thing is
We need to do one of those posts where people do on the reels is like saying, would we have dated in high school? And let's
I've
go my
told
high school
y'all.
picture and then you like riding your bicycle with training wheels or something.
me and my pink Barbie windbreaker.
Yeah, but we don't want to show any pictures of you as a kid.
I was cute. You better shut your face. I was not cute once I got about 10. Before
You had
that,
that little orphan Annie hair.
my mama liked to have my hair permed.
Yeah, but it was like
She always had my hair
that's the
permed.
picture you showed me, and you were mortified by that picture. You hated it.
After about 10, I was done.
You showed me
It's
that
like-
picture, and you hated
Every
it.
time mama permed her hair, she permed my hair.
It's like little orphan Annie.
But before that, I was kind of cute.
Cassie said that look.
Tanya says she was a sophomore in college.
2004 were the 4 hurricanes that took their house, 5 acres, new truck, everything they owned. It's
Oh,
still
gosh.
underwater today.
Wow.
What?
That's wild. Christy was pregnant with her oldest daughter. They'll be 32 in December. Cassie said, send me that pic.
Cassie, if she don't, I will. That should definitely be in a reel. That picture. We can post like one of my high school pictures and you, whatever you were doing.
My mama and daddy were 10
You would have
years
been like
apart.
6 and 7 years old at the time.
And my mama, no, they were 11 years apart, I think. And my
Tammy said her husband was 21 years older than her. It's time to trade you in.
well, you said once I was old enough, you could trade me in for 2.
No, I don't want to. Matter of fact, can I just trade you in on like a truck or something?
Probably be
If
cheaper.
If I trade you in, it ain't gonna be on another woman. Debbie said her toddler was a toddler then.
Well, Mom, let me finish my story.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I didn't know I cut you off.
Daddy asked Mama, he said, if you had known me in high school, would you taken me to prom? She's like, yeah. She said, well, would you taken me to prom? He said, nope. She said, why? He said, because you would have been in kindergarten.
Loretta said my husband is 14 years older than I am.
Oh yes, the chemical perms. Absolutely, Christy. If it didn't burn your nose, did you even get a perm?
Christine's husband is 16 years older. Tom is 10 years older than Wanda. See, it's not that
It's
bad.
not uncommon.
Lorraine said, we want to see a picture of Nick with hair. I've been bald
I
all
don't
my
have
life.
one. Actually, I have one. I think you were 4. It was a picture of you and Rhett side by side.
Zoe, that is not true because
I found
we
one
ran
in the
across-
halls of the high school.
we ran across a picture of me in the sheriff's department and Rhett saw me with hair.
And he didn't know it was you.
Because I didn't have facial hair either.
Right.
I had no facial hair and had hair on my head, and Rhett had no idea who that was. Just heard from Tony. We'll call you tomorrow and tell you the conditions.
Okay.
I've been steadily getting updates from several of those guys. Gilda said they were predicting it to hit Panama City and it shifted east. Hurricane Michael hit in 2018 and had a lot of damage in Dothan, and that's where they live. I had a lot of friends work that one too in Mexico Beach. Hurricane Michael. That's when Johnny and all them went down there, and they're actually in Georgia right now.
So
They
you
went to
used
Georgia
wear
this morning.
a wig.
What?
So you used to wear a wig. Yeah.
Who said that?
Because you've never had hair as long as I've known him. The
Were
last
you
picture,
working there or in custody? Oh, I was working
the
there.
last picture I saw you with hair was in high school, hanging on your senior picture, hanging on the wall.
Oh gosh. Who said? Oh, there it is. Dean said so. You used to wear a wig. No, I was joking. You can afford a new model.
You can't afford a new model.
You got too much invested in this model. Yeah, tell me about it. Stop yawning.
I know. I chose not to look at it.
Cassie, Zoe would not back it up.
What did Lorraine say? Everybody's laughing at her.
Lorraine asked me, was I working there?
Oh, that's right.
Cassie, we were watching the donkey jerky video because I had to know how this was going to work out. I was like, they are going to hammer her over donkey jerky.
Uh-huh.
So I'm watching just to see what the deal is. And I pointed it out to Zoe, and she would not back it up to hear it because of the way I worded it. Y'all sneeze the same. Cassie has a very loud sneeze, and I said, Zoe, Cassie sneezes like you. And she said, what do you mean she sneezes like me? And I said, it's a big dramatic production with each sneeze. And I said, you need to back it up. She said, I'm not backing it up for that.
I did.
She would not do it. I said, I need you to hear it. Y'all sneeze the same. I'm not backing it up if you're saying it was dramatic. I said, I'm saying y'all do a dramatic production out of it. It's loud and it's drawn out. And you said, I'm not backing that up.
Well, if I held it in, then never mind.
What?
What? I can't say it on live.
When you held in what?
If I didn't sneeze big, then I might
Oh.
toot big.
You do. Every time you try to hold a sneeze, you fart.
You said fart. We saying toot. She said if you don't get it all out, your eyeballs will pop out.
I'm just telling you. And each one is like Zoe.
The what?
I can't do it again. My eyeballs will pop out. Whereas that I cannot sneeze gracefully at all. It's always an earthquake.
Me too. I don't know anything.
That's Zoe.
I can't even spell the word gracefully. It's so bad. At least it's sneezing. The exhaust system on Tom is unparalleled. Hush, thrush, mufflers got nothing on him.
If she holds it in, she'll pee her pants.
Yes.
That's not what happens when Zoe holds it in. Catherine said, I sneeze with all I have in me.
Mojo's mama said, I'd say you were a lucky guy when you married Zoe.
I tried to scroll past that comment. You went way on back
I
there
thought
to
it was about to get past it.
It's scrolling on its own. I didn't do that.
I can't. If I was to chew, I would just be lying to myself.
Nobody's gonna believe that.
If I chewed a little bit.
Yeah, if it was a little bit. What is it that you do this? I'm trying to remember. Golly.
Oh gosh, there's no telling what I do.
At least you have a warning. So what y'all are saying is that there's still hope for a 57-year-old man. Absolutely.
Apparently, you can go on down and find you a 35-year-old
35.
woman. You'll enjoy life.
Trying to remember what it is that you do that is so incredibly fake.
Fake? Oh my gosh!
It's so incredibly fake. And I can't remember what it is. God. I wish. Mary said if I hold it in, I'll blow out my ears.
Kimberly loves sneezing dramatic at home. Her dogs look at her crazy.
What is it you do? Golly.
She said be careful when you get her age and you sneeze, it comes out at all points. Oh no, I thought that was I said she.
That's deep.
Yeah.
God, I can't remember what it is that you do that's so fake.
Was there so many things?
No, it's that one
so
thing.
fake?
It's one thing.
Well, why don't you sit over there and ponder on it?
I am pondering on it. I can't remember. Golly. What is it?
Well, I don't know.
I'll tell you all the time.
I don't do anything fake.
Oh,
Hiccup. The biggest lesson is to never trust a tooth. I'm still trying to teach Rhett that one.
It's not a hiccup.
I don't hiccup. I really don't like it. I don't know the last time I hiccuped.
I don't know that I remember you doing it either. You don't want me sneezing at both ends. Why are we talking about swallowing yawns? No, that states he really can do that one.
I'm a pro.
God, I can't remember.
You'll have to come back live by yourself.
Y'all, when something happens, I'll think of it.
Brenda's here to help. Hey, Chris.
I'll try to think of it and write it down. Cassie said, y'all brought it up.
You did.
I know. I sneezed once and hurt my back. I'm just a far away from paralysis.
That's funny.
Hey, our Louisiana Life. Can we get back to the food topic now? Yes.
Actually, I got to show y'all something. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, you can't see it real good, though.
It's all I could get.
Look at Nick with hair.
Where in the heck did you drag that up at?
Look at Nick with hair. Look at that. I'd put it on the screen if I could.
Well, I'm glad you came. Why did you drag that
She's
up?
on my side.
Zoe, are you coming next month?
Winner.
Need to know if you're coming next month, Zoe.
I don't know yet. Oh, I don't know
She
yet.
gave the same lame answer to Lori, Cassie.
I don't know yet. That means I gotta travel without you. I've never done that. Last time they were here, we talked about Wacky Backa. And now, oh gosh, send me that. I need that for my content.
Absolutely
photo.
not, Nico. No, that was not a mohawk.
No, he always had the real nice part to the side. But he was singing and dancing. He was singing and dancing.
Wow.
Look how skinny you were, she said.
Oh, that was after I started gaining weight.
That was in high school.
And then I lost it again. I need to find that picture.
Christy said, "Send it to her. There's money in it for you."
I need to
You're
find
changing
that
the
other
subject.
picture after I lost weight again. I need to find that, but I don't even know where that's at.
I have your senior picture somewhere. Well, are you ready to wrap up?
Yes, yes, yes.
I have to figure out what we are going to do for dinner. At 9
Nico
o'clock
does
at night.
not need any pictures like that.
Don't
But
you
Cassie
worry.
does need your perm picture. We need to do a live and just show old pictures. Just have them scrolling the whole time
Oh,
we're talking.
God, I don't want to do that.
Yes, we do.
Baltimore stomping the Bills.
I don't even
I
worry
saw
about
when Oklahoma
NFL.
beat Auburn.
That was not a shock. Oklahoma was mad after that beat down in Tennessee. Or from Tennessee. They even got beat down at home by Tennessee. So they showed up to Auburn mad. And we're not even going to talk about that other game, Londa. We won't mention that. I can tell you that I was texting Jason the whole time.
Yes. That phone was burning up.
How the heck do y'all eat so late? Because Zoe won't get it done for the live.
Well, I was
We
busy.
is starving. No, actually, we ate really well.
hungry. I need beans
dude.
and bologna.
You should. That's Rhett's song. He loves that
I
video.
wonder if he's awake.
But no. Or he'd have been in here.
Rhett!
Don't call it.
Matt, go see if Rhett. Here it comes. Come here.
Leave it alone.
No.
He's dead.
Oh, he is.
Oh,
asleep.
Chad said he's dead.
In the last 5 minutes.
Rhett gone. Zoe, I'm trying to plan my meals for the exotic sale. More options than just cottage unless Brandon
Oh,
plays.
yeah. Brandon's already got all his.
Don't call it.
She gets it.
See, that's why I can't go, because she's trying to avoid the cottage. And
You and
I'd be
Brandon
all
meet
for
there
Brandon
every
going to
time.
country cottage.
Mhm.
I'd be all for it. Talk about some fried chicken. I'm with Kimberly. Let's have cornbread meal.
That means I gotta make cornbread.
Ugh.
Now, Christy's still in for going with me if I want to go.
Cassie, I've been trying to get her to go.
I'm still debating on it. I've got to figure out how to book a hotel room. and
I
all
will do that for you.
I don't know.
The cottage is always a stop, but not 4 times. I didn't see the problem with 4 times. I don't see the issue with that.
Well, that's like you always are gonna get white chocolate mocha, hot, venti,
Yeah,
and hamburger steak, fried chicken
with hash brown casserole twice.
every time.
So we know balls ain't changing.
Oh, sleep in the schoolie.
You
I
ain't,
mean,
he's even got your bathroom ready.
I would have to. I've never done any kind of camping like that. I
No,
wouldn't
she
have
has
you
not.
there to turn on the flashlight. I know I need to. I need to.
Chrissy said, I've got points.
Lorraine said I need to go and film. I do.
You do. You got to film something. I'll be at work.
Who's going to take care of the kids?
The kids.
All right.
I'll be at work. We'll have to get grandmama.
She said you got to
to
take
school.
out your own potty.
You got to dump the
It's
bucket.
fertilizer.
You got to dump the bucket
Well,
yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
And not, you ain't even going to want to carry your own bucket.
shut up. Y'all won't see him again. He's going to be on Snapped. All right, guys.
Yes, Dean, we will be keeping Orange family in prayer. So y'all remember that too, please.
Yep.
All right, guys. We're going to get off here until Wednesday. And I
I'll
promise
be
you,
back by myself because Nick will not be around.
I will be here Wednesday.
Not if you don't get it together.
Oh. And I promise to have them a video on Tuesday. I will not skip you.
Yes. All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.